Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Cześć, z tej strony Moriturus, witam w kolejnym odcinku Hogwarts Legacy. Po poprzednich dwóch odcinkach takich pobocznych, gdzie szukaliśmy zwierzątek i innych rzeczy, dzisiaj kontynuujemy wątek główny. Mamy spotkać się z Sebastianem Feldcroft. To już wam pokazuję, gdzie to jest. Ja już sobie tutaj dotarłem. Jest na południe od Hogwartu, czyli naprawdę już na sam koniec właściwie mapy. Chociaż nie, tu jest koniec. No ale to tak dosyć mocno. Także tutaj też w międzyczasie niektóre mieszkania zostały splądrowane. Odkryłem posążek de Mimosa, także już ich mam. A zaraz sprawdźmy, ile ich mam. Cztery, czyli muszę mieć jeszcze 9 zdobyć, żeby na trzeci poziom Alohomory awansować, także sukcesywnie będziemy je szukać. A tu chyba jeszcze nie byłem. No spróbujmy. Dobra, no to jeszcze tu.
Revelio.
Dobra. Plus oczywiście w poprzednim odcinku tajna akcja u goblinów, ale tutaj idziemy wątkiem głównym.
You made it.
Oczywiście, że we made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Okej, i co? Czy jest jakaś akcja większa? No ale dobra.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Nie no, musimy mu jakoś pomóc. Dobra, teraz co? Czekajcie. Aha, dobra, porozmawiajmy z
That
nimi.
boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Takie skromne mają te chatki, nie?
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone.
Naprawdę nikt z Hogwartu nie może jej pomóc?
Sebastian cannot take away my pain.
Chociaż pamiętacie,
Perhaps
Dumbledore
you can
też
help me
miał
to understand that.
klątwę. Marvolo. Jak dotknął pierścienia. I przez to umierał.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Nie no, my się tak łatwo nie poddamy.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing,
A co z ich
Sebastian?
You got
rodzicami,
a
bo nie zakumałem.
first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Idziemy. Zatem
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
jak będę ogrywał drugą postacią z
All
kolejnego
the debris
domu,
you'll see is
to
from
tylko
whatever's
wątki
going on
główne
at that
będą na
abandoned
filmie.
estate. They've been digging for something.
Wszystkie te poboczne będę robił poza nagraniami. No chyba, że przy okazji, tak, ale na pewno nie będę ich. Tak jak robiłem to z Dying
there.
Light 2.
On that plateau is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Nie możemy tam
Revelio.
polecieć? Ale ten jej płaszcz patchworkowy jest naprawdę ciekawy. O,
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Confringo! Leviosa!
Fringo, Defender.
Who's there?
Descendo!
How did you do that? I will make you. What an unfortunate
Confringo!
Expelliarmus, Confringo. Defender. Incendio.
Leviosa!
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You've made your last mistake. Seems your heart isn't in this at all. Such arrogance.
a nie zdążyłem.
Confringo!
Regret coming here. You're like a plum bubble beneath mine. One less human to worry about.
Confringo.
On Leviasa używa bardzo często do góry. No właśnie.
Easily diverted.
To mi brakuje przycisków po prostu.
Leviosa!
Your spells glance off of me.
Who do you think you are?
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio.
Confringo! Confringo!
You can't stop us. A miss.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And At Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a
Revelio.
specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Spora ta posiadłość musiała być.
Revelio.
No, tak na wzgórzu, ładnie się prezentująca. Dobra, tam widziałem na niebiesko, ale tu jeszcze połaźmy. Na razie zbieramy pieniądze, bo wybiorę się któregoś razu. To Hogsmeade na spore zakupy, chcę trochę tych eliksirów, receptur właśnie. Czyż ja mam tutaj?
Revelio.
Jaki ładny piec.
Bit
Jaki
abandoned long
przepiękny.
since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
No ale piec jest przepiękny, który był w rzeczywistości wykonany. Jaki mosiężny.
Revelio.
A dopiero teraz się coś zrobiło, okej.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar. Revelio.
Aha, to jest jako oddzielny, dobra.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
A, z tym. Z uzdrowieniem.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
No to lecimy.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. A stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Z pamiętnika Isidory, dobra. Mój drogi, tydzień w obozie, każdego dnia przybywa więcej osób. Mugolscy lekarze oraz niektórzy nasi uzdrowiciele robią dla nich co mogą. Rozpacz jest wyczuwalna. Ci, którzy przeżyli zarazę, będą już zawsze żyli z ciężarem straty. Gorączka może minąć, skóra może się zrosnąć i zabliźnić, ale niszczycielska gorycz pozostaje. Widziałam mężczyznę przypominającego mego ojca, który stracił dziecko. Nie potrafił sobie z tym poradzić, chciałabym mu jakoś ulżyć. Zaczynam myśleć, że inni się mylą. Mam możliwość pomóc tym biednym duszom. To takie arbitralne, że nie pomagamy im pozbyć się tej udręki. No właśnie, pamiętacie, w jednej z myśli od siewni, ona z profesorem o tym rozmawiała. Rozmawiała z profesorem, że i miała chyba pewne wątpliwości. Numer 2. Przybyłam tu dla nauki, ale chcę pomagać. Ta wewnętrzna sprzeczność jest przytłaczająca. Tak jakby magia chciała uzdrawiać, a ja jej to uniemożliwiam. Czy powinnam tracić nadzieję? Czy już zawsze będę żałować, że nie zrobiłam więcej? Nie mogę patrzeć im w oczy, wiedząc, że mogłabym zdjąć im ten kamień z serca. Widziałam, jak ten mężczyzna opuszcza dziś obóz, ten, który przypominał mi ojca. Z pewnością nic wielkiego się nie stanie, jeśli mu pomogę. To przysłuży się moim badaniom, ale jako korzystny skutek uboczny pożytecznego wykorzystania moich umiejętności.
Seems these journal entries are from Isidora's travels. Revelio.
Okej, jeszcze coś powinno być w takim razie.
Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
A to jest ta krypta, gdzie ćwiczyliśmy.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
but fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Revelio.
No dobra, mam nadzieję, że dobrze mu ufamy i nas nie zdradzi w żaden sposób. W końcu to Slytherin. Jest kombinowania.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Tego tu wcześniej nie było. Będziemy szukać mapy.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
No, trochę więcej niż trochę.
Let's have a look.
No, coś rozumiecie? Bo ja nic.
Anything helpful in the note?
Diagram runiczny.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I have
Proszę, coś nowego
idea I'll
wprowadzone
visit
do
Siam would
mitologii.
unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Ten dźwięk to musiałem już podłączyć do ładowania.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Dobra, z nią się nie spotkamy,
Revelio.
ale...
What in Merlin's name were you doing in the restricted section? What did you think you'd find there? Answers to your exams? If I discover even a trace of dark magic, I'll take you straight out of
Natomiast, czekajcie, jakie nam się misje włączyły. Zajęcia astronomii. To nie, w cieniu dowodu. To my sobie to jeszcze polecimy tutaj. W takim razie. Do wielkiej sali i zakończymy odcinek. Albo jeszcze coś tu przyjmiemy. Przy okazji. Są coraz mniejsze coraz mniejszy margines przekręcania tych zamków. Pewnie trzeci poziom to będą jakieś na milimetry ustawiania tych dwóch kół.
Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise.
Spotkanie towarzyskie. Ok, mogliście sobie poczytać. Spoko. Nawet nie wiem, czy to jest pokój, tak szczerze mówiąc. Królewska różdżka. Fajne. Aha. Gdzie my jesteśmy? A, szafa bogina. O! Pamiętacie bogina? Jak ten Neville Longbottom się bał i wyobraził sobie ciotkę. A Lupin miał ten księżyc A Harry Potter bał się tego z Dementora? Dobra. To żebyśmy się nie zgubili później, czy trafili z powrotem do tego miejsca, robimy noc.
Mine now, demiguise.
Całe szczęście granie jest na czas. Okej, wychodzimy. Co to za nowy znaczek się pojawił? Miałem tam iść z buta, ale dobra. Później będę przemierzał Hogwarts, jak mi będzie brakowało jakichś tam rzeczy. Będę wyszukiwał, żeby grę na 100% zrobić tak jak każdą do tej pory.
Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it, if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
Jejkus, a kurczę, wydawało się do takiego...
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
Dobra. I wiecie, co jeszcze chciałem zrobić? Tak, żeby troszeczkę dłuższy był odcinek niż 30-minutowy, jak patrzę na stoper. A nie, dobra, bo to są te wyścigi. To nie, wyścigami nie będziemy zrobić ten. To w takim razie pożegnamy się tutaj. Jeszcze zobaczmy inwentarz, pewnie jest ta mapa. Tu mamy dziennik, spoko. Wyposażenie, mam coś ciekawego, nie? Też nie, okej. A, różdżka królewska jakaś. A to już niewiele nam zostało do znalezienia. Nie no, jednak ta mi się najlepiej podoba. Chociaż to też jest ładna. Botaniczna. Dobra, to teraz ta będzie. Chociaż tak tego Szczerze mówiąc, to nie widać. Aha, tu jest poziom 28, ale nie ten, ale ten sweterek jest świetny. Okej. To wszystko w takim razie. Dzięki, że byliście. Trzymajcie się. Cześć.